Okay, you guys, so this is a little update. So last night I was walking and I didn't know where I was going, and I ended up seeing this lady sitting because I had my suitcase. That was the last video you saw. I had my suitcase and I didn't know where I was going, and I saw this lady sitting down, and I was about to ask her if she was going anywhere anytime soon and if she didn't mind watching my suitcase, because it's just like she had a certain aura about her. She just seemed so calm, and she just seemed like an okay person from looking at her. So I didn't mind asking. I was just about to ask, and then she couldn't hear me, so I came up close to her, and then I think she asked me, why I had a suitcase, and I explained it to her, or maybe I just started explaining it to her. I said I'm just trying to get away from a toxic environment and all of this because it was very toxic. And pretty much, we spoke about God. My, I spoke about um, my interactions with God, my encounters with God, and all of this. And you know, and she was giving me some comforting words. We spoke for a while about the conversation of God, which is why I knew that was meant to happen. And she even said herself, look forward, don't go backwards, which, every time I kept thinking about going backwards, I didn't get the best feeling. So that's why I knew that was confirmation not to go back, even for a night. And so basically, after the fact, like, because I had said I was hungry at some point, but not for her to feed me. I was just like, because man, I'm hungry. I was just saying it out loud. And then, because I was going to go to the store and get me something to drink to curb my hunger, because I didn't even have, like, at the time, at the time, I only had $1 to my name. So I was going to get me a free drink because the app gives you a free drink at 7-Eleven, if you guys don't know. And I was going to get me $1 thing of donuts and call it a night and figure out the rest tomorrow. But she was like, well, grab your suitcase and come inside. So she invited me inside, and she gave me some food, some cans of tuna, whatever, and she just kept finding stuff around the house to give me. And that lady is amazing. She is so sweet, and I know that was God, because I even before I left, I asked God, to just feed me tonight. And so after that, you guys, she wanted to go. I was so tired, I'm not gonna lie. But I had asked her if she needed help with anything, and she gave me a few things she needed help with, and that was fine. That was all right. It wasn't much at all. And then she needed to smoke a cigarette. So she had told me to leave my bags in, which I was thinking, why was she, I got the food. I thought she was just going to let me go. So we go outside. I think I ended up going to sleep and came back, and then she told me, well, you can sleep on the couch for tonight. And so she let me sleep on the couch, which that was crazy. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. That's what God did for me. I'm going to continue updating you guys. I'm going to ask God if it's okay for me to post this or send this out. But this is all live. This is all within. Well, I don't know when I'm going to post this, but I know it's recent. So I'm going to keep y'all updated, and stay tuned, you guys, and continue to pray. And I'll continue to pray for you guys. And I wanna just show what God could do. I'm not really sure about the path ahead. I just know God. This is not the first time I had to trust God and go out on a leap of faith, and so I'm doing it now. You know, and maybe it was a bit Well, no, it wasn't. Every single time I'm about to say that, it something tells me no, it wasn't. I'm supposed to leave, so I'm just trusting the process, you guys, and I feel like I hope that I could be an example for many to just trust the process and just let God lead. So that's what I'm doing. I'm learning, you know, and yeah, last thing I want to say about this, last night I was sitting to myself and I just said I was, because before I left, I was in the hallway and I was just like, well, I said, God, I always save everybody else. I said, who is ever gonna save me? Who the heck is ever gonna save me? You know? And then that lady ended up being the one that saved me. You know, of course it was his spirit through her, but you guys get the principle. So stay tuned, you guys. I'm gonna keep updating, and God bless.